essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup.
Now an option play on second down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Deion Jones coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short.
Yards on the pickup. It's now third.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So on fourth down, Adam Gase turns to the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
Buccaneers 3, Falcons nothing.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
At the 48-yard.
Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
.13 yards remaining on second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll find Miller. That's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
12 yards on the play. Leads to 3rd down and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The field goal is good. Makes the score Buccaneers 6, Falcons nothing.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard.
2nd and 9. At the 26-yard.
2nd and 9 now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
For Tyler Boyd. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now the try here for the point after. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
At their own.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And now, Charles, this becomes a pretty important second drive for them. They're already down a pair of scores here in the first quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis, right? Because they just gave one up. Only their second drive now. Run their offense. Try and get back into the game that way. And look for some help from their defense.
Trying to forget about that pick six last time out. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
The pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
To Calvin Ridley.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This one caught by Ridley. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the Buccaneers' 48-yard line.
His throw incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Incomplete. He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the Bucs' 14-yard line.
And this is caught at the 8. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. They'll try to run with Madison. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the 2nd quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And I guess that's where you turn on 4th and goal to your muscle back there. Hand him the football. He does the dirty work.
I think you're asking a lot of your defense there, right? Having to make the stand, have to prepare for just about any type of play to be called, and then here comes the power right at you. On that play, the big man got into the end zone.
And that'll make it 13-7. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense, and Ronald Jones leading him out. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, it's Jones. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
By Deion Jones. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Taken down and
man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A heck of an effort there on the scramble. Leaves him with just 3rd and a yard.
a gain of 14 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. The quick slant caught. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 31. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is now 13. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And to give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They're already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And here's Joseph Charlton now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. And this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. And he's made it easy for us to put together a highlight package. Just wondering what he ate before this one started.
Let's include that in the package, right? Get the gourmet out here, figure it all out, and you're guaranteed he'll do that going forward as well, because with a game like this, you don't want to change things too much. Oh, yeah, you also want to continue to get that great blocking he's received today, too.
Yeah, kudos to the guys up front indeed.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they try to sweep to Jones. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here, as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line.
Brought down back at the 27.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Justin Matabike. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Coup now for the point after.
For the point after.
And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the Falcons score to cap it off.
Younghoe Koo.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Tampa Bay offense and Ronald Jones leading him out. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. He'll try and run it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Sideline and incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 26. That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
They'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones.
Complete.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
On the delay, Jones. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good.
The field goal.
And that will give him a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 26, Falcons 14.
So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now out comes comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Atlanta.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
By number 23. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30.
And they give this time to the tailback. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
At the 35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards there on a Falcon 1st down.
Falcons.
Now they try the right side here. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
For the running back. Jordan Whitehead on the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Complete to Calvin Ridley. 1st and goal.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Coup for the extra point.
Lining up for the point after.
And this is back to a 5-point game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.
Younghoe Koo.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well. But the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll roll him out right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 20-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Falcons offense set to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
They'll They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one caught by Ridley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. And he finds Howard complete.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing right, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll set up a throw, and he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Likely the play of the game here. Trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Atlanta.
From 3 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
They'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. I mean, we could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Steps away. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Previous play is under review.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
No, I love what you just said there. You nailed it because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Second and short now following the fumble.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
At the 46-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. He'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their. Disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they will take a knee here. 2nd and 11 now. And he'll give it here to his running back. That's what they needed. It's an 8.
And it's 3rd down.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And partner, I must say, good to see you.
Irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like a figure 11. Take a second, I'm finished. You the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up and I'm there in the scene. I feel just like Vegeta Prince and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't need to grab the wheel. As long as I'm stealing, man, I'm walking with some money, man. I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break about me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB. I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a father, promise I didn't ask. So it's 4-4-4 in the car, my dash. Shake a big, told them all, you ain't first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma throw that cash to my money. You know what? Stop.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got it, how I did it. Yeah. Had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex. I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex. went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that can do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
Again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the.
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
By Deion Jones.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
He's brought down.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 69 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So a long field ahead for the Falcon offense as they head out. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
10 at the 19-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
Offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Caught by number 10. A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 13. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Kansas City.
Now here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards. First down, Chiefs.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Falcons' 30.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Patrick Mahomes.
You know darn well both both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
First down, Chiefs.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 26-yard.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line.
First down, Kansas City.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. They'll look to throw now on first down.
A very quick pass to Ridley.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
At the 29-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll move the chains.
And at the 39-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's his target to tight end Mo Alley Cox. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
2nd and 11. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
The quarterback sacked.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well
Point
done.
A, B, and C.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. KC's offense ready to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes gets this one to Hill. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
14. And a first down, Chiefs.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Isaiah Simmons there defensively.
Mahomes now to throw. Rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Mahomes now on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Number 10,
Tyreek Hill.
Touchdown.
There to make the grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And a 1st down, Chiefs.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And not liking what he's seeing here, Mahomes is going to call a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st down, Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 28. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started over at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Saints who have the lead in the second quarter. Michael Thomas, 2 touchdown catches in that first half alone. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And that one is at halftime as they've got the lead over the visiting Detroit Lions. Kyler Murray, 3 first-half touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucks at home in Tampa. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Landry Jones, a touchdown pass in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Fielded in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. Brings up second down.
And to give this time to the tailback. Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough.
Got the completion, but it certainly wasn't on his time frame. Hurried on that play.
Absolutely. The pressure affected him. Unable to get it further downfield. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Watch out for Hill on the return. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They fell in their ball game last week. That was a loss to the Saints, but they're on top here as they begin this drive. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
He'll throw from the gun.
Out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Mahomes, they'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
There, the ball carrier. Isaiah Simmons on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown.
27. Touchdown, Kansas City.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
At the 35-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Intended for
ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
It's now second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
57, Mike, 57.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Offense.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a second and long after the holding call. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. And they give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And now here comes Kansas City. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the ball carrier.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. Oh, another great move. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play. Wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped. Good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line.
First down, Kansas City.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
A 51-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Down and 1.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Great change up there on the route. It got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
But the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside. Make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him. And the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both.
And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
KC's offense ready to take over. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On first down, Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it.
Mahomes pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes buying time to it. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Loss of a yard.
Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
At their own 20.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. There.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. That is caught at the 7. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice one.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Chris Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
Party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead.
again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one. Competition now, point them out. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah.
From Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. It's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here comes the Bronco offense with Drew Lock from Missouri in charge.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
A very solid gain of 27.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Lock working out of the gun. Out quickly to Judy. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. To throw it is Lock. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The Broncos send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
The Falcons take over first.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line.
The ball carried by number 23.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Falcons send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Lock. Throw left side. Going to be taken in by Harris. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Lock. This is the tight end fan. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Lindsey, and pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 21.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Down by Deion Jones. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. He'll find Lindsey here.
Lock's pass. Complete to Phillip Lindsey.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Atlanta.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this will be a Falcons 1st down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Brought down at the 35-yard line.
That's his longest run of the 1st quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42.
A gain of 15.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 12.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And here's Joseph Charlton now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Lock's pass. Intended for Cortland Sutton. Incomplete. A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Broncos send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A very quick pass to Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. Here's Koo to kick it off.
Kick off for Atlanta.
On the return, Deontay Harris. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Number 30, Philip Lindsey.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down. That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy.
Locke's pass.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Lindsey.
Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Lock. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Lock and Sutton on the connection there for a Denver 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 more there and another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Lock. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Lock. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end,
now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Now Giorgio Tavecchio for the field goal try. This from 36 yards out.
36-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Broncos 3.
That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment.
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They were losers to Kansas City a week ago, but they are out in front right now. And they'll begin by running the option. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Muscles him off. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Carried by the wide receiver.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
35-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. First down.
Now a handoff looking right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Justin Simmons.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Falcon, first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
The pass.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
Complete to number 23. No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd.
Back to throw again. His pass caught at the 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
22 for the Falcons field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Broncos 3.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
They'll take over.
Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
At the 21-yard line.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Third down.
The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Is good.
So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Goes take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll get started over at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Saints who are out in front. A touchdown there for Alvin Kamara. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. 31-13 was the final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now a dump off here complete.
The pass.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got his man, Boyd. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They'll look to throw again. And it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. After the turnover, here's Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Locke's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession.
And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
23, the ball
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they try the right side here. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
20.
And that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Phillip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Locke working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Intended for Cortland Sutton. Incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down. Locke. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsay. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically, and they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Good for a Denver.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 38-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw it is Locke. Pressure brought in, and And the Falcons get there for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Throwing now is Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
Can't do that.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harris. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down.
Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 47.
Locke looks to throw it again. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And it's a fumble. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Isaiah Simmons.
Locke able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
3-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 7.
And to give this time to the tailback.
The ball carried by number 23.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 11. 56.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will push this lead up to 20 now.
23. Broncos 3.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. And coming out now, the Broncos. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
At the 38-yard line.
On 1st down, Locke. He completes this to Sutton. How did he stay on his feet? And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10.
To throw again, Locke. And this will be incomplete.
Locke's pass.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Locke. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Nick Needham picks it off.
The 2nd down pass. Intercepted.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So they get the score, still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
Tavecchio good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On play action, they'll throw. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Intercepted.
So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continue.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 34-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead.
The score, Falcons 26. Broncos 17.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
A minute 39 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his big tight end, Fant.
Lock's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there. Now Locke. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Locke to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. So with that knee, 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you watch that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Atlanta, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year.
That's why I had to put my wrist on free. 17, 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me.